Robertson, and today I will be giving my speech to inform over how the teenage body is affected by caffeine. Many teens rely on caffeine to stay alert, boost energy, or perform better, but most don't realize how much it actually affects their developing bodies. Energy drinks, coffee, soda, and even chocolate all contribute to daily caffeine intake. These products are heavily marketed to teens, and as a result, caffeine consumption among young adults has increased significantly over time. Today, I want to inform you about how caffeine affects teenagers physically, mentally, and behaviorally. Caffeine doesn't affect teens the same way it affects adults. Since teenagers' bodies and brains are still developing, they are more sensitive to stimulants like caffeine. I've spent time reviewing the work of Dr. Jennifer Temple and her colleagues, researchers who specialize in adolescents' caffeine consumption. Their studies examine how caffeine influences everything from sleep, mood, to behavior. These include work published in Neuroscience and Behavioral Resources, and Behavioral Reviews, Journal of Youth and Adolescence, and Psychopharmacology. First, let's look at how caffeine affects the body physically. Caffeine increases heart rate and blood pressure. According to Caffeine Use in Children, What We Know, What We Have Left to Learn, and Why We Should Worry, written in 2009 by Jennifer Temple, even low to moderate doses can elevate levels in teens, which could be risk, especially for teens with underlying heart conditions that they may not know about. One of the most common physical effects of caffeine in teens is sleep disruption. In the article, Understanding Adolescent Caffeine Use, Connecting Use Patterns with Expectations, Reasons, and Sleep, written in 2010, authors Alison London, Amy Wolfson, and Jennifer Temple found that caffeine consumption always delays the onset of sleep and reduces overall sleep duration. That means a teen who drinks soda with dinner or an energy drink before practice may sleep an hour more less than they normally would. This sleep loss isn't harmless. Chronic sleep deprivation in teens is linked to poor academic performance, reduced immune function, and increased irritability. So while caffeine might seem like it helps in the short term, it is often creating a bigger problem. Next, let's examine the neurological and mental health effects of caffeine on teenagers. Teenagers' brains are still forming critical neural pathways related to self-control, emotional regulation, and decision-making. Temple in 2009 explained that caffeine blocks receptors in the brain. This promotes relaxation and sleep, so blocking it keeps us awake and alert. But in teens, this effect may be exaggerated, leading to overstimulation, restlessness, and even anxiety. Temple and Ziegler in 2010 also found that teens who regularly consume caffeine report higher levels of stress and anxiety than those who don't. These effects are often made worse by poor sleep, which creates a feedback loop. Teens feel tired, drink caffeine, then sleep less, which creates more stress, and so on. In the long run, disrupted sleep and elevated stress levels can contribute to depressive symptoms and mood instability, serious concerns that often go unnoticed. Finally, let's talk about the behavioral effects and potential for caffeine dependence in teens. Caffeine influences the brain's reward system, much like other stimulants. In effects of acute and chronic caffeine on risk-taking behavior in children and adolescents, written in 2007 by Jennifer Temple and colleagues, conducting studies showing that chronic caffeine use increases impulsive and risk-taking behavior in adolescents. In their experiments, teens who had caffeine were more likely to make risky decisions in stimulated tasks. This has real-world implications. Caffeine doesn't just keep teens awake, it might also affect their judgment. This could lead to dangerous situations in school or outside of it. What's more concerning is that caffeine can be habit-forming. Teens who use it frequently can develop a dependence. According to Temple in 2009, withdrawal symptoms such as headaches, fatigue, and irritability often drive teens to keep using caffeine just to feel normal. This can begin at a young age but follow into adulthood. Conclusion. So today I've informed you about the real effects of caffeine on the teenage body. Caffeine causes physical changes like increased heart rate and reduced blood pressure. Caffeine causes physical changes like increased heart rate and reduced sleep. It also affects the brain, increasing stress and interfering with healthy emotional development. Finally, it influences behavior, leading to increased risk-taking and potential addiction. While caffeine may seem harmless, or maybe even helpful, especially when you're tired or stressed, the long-term risks are real, especially during the critical years of growth and development. So next time you reach for that coffee or energy drink, remember, what gives you a quick boost today might be holding you back tomorrow. Thank you.
Good job, Chloe.
How long was it?
Oh,